The following is a presentation of the United Wrestling Network.
Welcome to Championship Wrestling presented by Pro Shingle. It's time to grind right here in Memphis, Tennessee. I am Dustin Starr alongside my lovely Maria.
We have some high-stakes matchups for you this week. The United TV title is on the line in your opening contest when Dan Joseph defends against a newcomer from the PP3 tournament, Ice Williams.
The coldest man in pro wrestling has high stakes indeed. Your main event is the Dave & Buster's Match of the Week, and we're going to find out who faces Anthony Idol in the PP3 Finals for the coveted urn and the power it holds. The power to challenge for any championship, anytime.
We saw last week that this new trio of Quest, Brown, and Rosas never travel alone, and I think Jordan Clearwater's shot at the finals is going to be his biggest challenge yet.
I think you're right. That semifinal matchup is your main event. But before that, we're going to see PP3 finalist Anthony Idol team with Frankie Frank to take on the dastardly team of Vermin.
Buddy Royal asked for some mic time, and his former partner and current rival Levi Shapiro will be in singles action.
Seems like an explosive combination right there.
So much in store for you throughout the fastest hour in pro wrestling, so let's get to it.
That's right. Dan Joseph defends his United TV title right now.
What a way to kick off the action with championship on the line. The United Television title up for grabs. This is a main event caliber matchup, and this is how we're going to kick things off as Ice Williams makes his bid to become the new television champ.
What an opportunity for this young man right now who shows all the promise and potential in the world. Imagine what it's going to be like when Dan Joseph loses to Ice Williams.
And here you see the champion, a champion of the people and the United Television champion. What a ride it's been. Seeing Dan Joseph transition after the injury, his time here in the broadcast position, back to in-ring, and all the way up to championship gold.
Yeah, how proud he must be. How proud he must be. You know what, I'm a broadcast journalist. Maybe I'll be the champion next, since they're just handing them out to people like Dan Joseph. What a jerk this guy is.
What a way to kick things off. Championship on the line. Here to set the stage, our own Adnan Qureshi.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the United Television Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. From Long Beach, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, he is the coldest wrestler on the planet, Ice Williams. And introducing the champion from Buffalo, New York, weighing in at 204 pounds, he is the United Television Champion, Dan Joseph!
Stage is set. Television title on the line. Dan Joseph, you'll recall, defeated then champion Royce Isaacs. An open challenge to win the title.
Everybody gets lucky every now and then, Kenley.
Second title defense on this program. Held on to the title in unique fashion first time out. You'll recall he was taking on Levi Shapiro. Buddy Royal hit the ring, so Dan Joseph actually lost that match by disqualification. Does not lose the title, but the way he was celebrating, you would have thought he won the Olympics.
Yeah, you know what? It's one thing to add insult to injury, but there's no even injury. He lost the match and still celebrated like a buffoon while these idiots cheered him on. This man is a disgrace to the championship, Kenley.
Nice suplex there by the champion. There you go. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Just ridiculous.
Yeah,
Absolute
Joseph having some fun.
Absurd is what it is, Kennelly.
Swing and a miss there. And again, Ice Williams trying to use his agility, but a roll up by Dan Joseph. Dan Joseph actually a step ahead of the lightning fast challenger here. Impressive.
Well, Dan Joseph is a very smart and cunning individual. I'll give you that. Absolutely knows how to work around his opponent. But make no mistake about it, he's had one defense so far and he lost. Okay, that's not a good record for this champion right now.
Look at the power on display by the champion. Count goes out by the faithful. You can hear the challenger imploring, put me down. Well, careful what you wish for.
Yeah, that's not exactly the manner I'm sure he wished to be put down in.
Big swinging slam there by the champion. Dan Joseph follows it up nicely with the elbow drop. Cover, center of the ring. Only a count of 2. Ice Williams was in this year's PP3 tournament. Qualified, oddly enough, with a victory over Jordan Clearwater. And Clearwater finds himself in the semis later on because Jordan Clearwater got that second shot.
Yeah, okay, somebody else who's getting something they don't deserve. Let me tell you something. This whole broadcast, it's one thing after another of teaching the kids out there that you don't even have to try. You can just go ahead and win championships and opportunities all you want, even if you're a loser, like Dan Joseph is.
If memory serves me correctly, Ice Williams lost to Andy Brown in the quarterfinals. So did not go through the ranks to earn a title shot, but gets one nonetheless here for the television title. A little hockey brawl in there by Dan Joseph. Dan Joseph originally out of the East Coast. He loves a good hockey brawl.
Well, good for Dan Joseph. Dan Joseph, you know, I have no problem with him, but this hot dog and a grandstand is disgusting.
No! Champ goes down in a heap all the way to the outside. The challenger in control. This title match continues next.
Severe weather can mean storm damage to the roof of your home. If you have a leak and need a repair, need a brand new roof, or just need a simple cleaning, let Pro Shingle help today. Go to proshingle.com or call 901-258-6503.
The all-new Championship Wrestling podcast is presented by Be-Free CBD. Hosted by Dustin Starr. We'll recap all the action, look ahead to what's coming up next, plus insights on the hottest feuds. BeFreeCBD.com joins forces with Championship Wrestling to help you be and feel your best.
If you love the Green Line, you'll love this community.
The newly renovated Green Line Apartments is conveniently located near everything you love.
Only minutes from shopping, dining, and the University of Memphis.
Plus, it's easy access to the Green Line.
See for yourself, 901-276-3100.
Have weeds? Need a cut? DC Professional Lawn Service can help. No job too big, no job too small. Call 870-225-6386. Championship Wrestling Birthday Bash is presented by Pro Shingle, live at AutoZone Park on April 25th, featuring Lucha Underground star Mil Muertes. Presented by Reyes Customs Auto Repair. Get your tickets now at ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com.
Welcome back to our battle for the United Television title. Before the break, a huge turning point. Drop kick by Ice Williams sent the champion all the way down to the unforgiving floor of the Ocean View Pavilion. It's been all Ice Williams ever since.
You want to talk about a long way down. That's a long way down that Dan Joseph hit to the floor. But lucky for Dan Joseph, he has like 6 feet of beard on his face, which protected him from getting some sort of a vital brain injury. Very, very fortunate for Dan Joseph, Kennelly.
I don't think you're great at measurements.
What's 6 feet, 6 inches?
I think you recently said that Robin Shaw weighed in around 700-800 pounds. I think you're a little off. But now, brimming with confidence is Ice Williams.
As well as he should be. He's that much closer to a championship. Imagine the upset when Dan Joseph in his second match gets defeated. Never mind.
How's that for a sidewalk slam? All the momentum, all the velocity comes crashing down there. Beautifully done. Centripetal force at its best.
It looked like a discus just spinning and spinning and spinning. Ice Williams damn near went vertical on that.
It's got to make it tough to kick out if you're disoriented as well as feeling the impact.
Yeah, that dizziness is no joke. But neither of those strikes from Ice Williams, who still manages to take control of this match.
Cover now by the challenger, looking to make history. Again, history was made just a couple weeks ago. We crowned new tag team champions. Saw them in action last week. Sickening display, a great match with Wasted Youth, and then Andy Brown and Ray Rosas, Adrian Quest on the attack. What was that all about?
What was that all about? It was
Hold
about
on here. Cover.
Making a statement is what it's all about, Kenley. It's all about making a statement. When you're a new formed team especially, you have to make some sort of a footprint in the area that you're in, and that's exactly what they did. Guaranteed no one's going to mess with them.
Double leg takedown there into the jackknife cover. Nice fundamental wrestling there by the champion, who eats a big flying clothesline. Talk about a frozen rope there by Ice Williams, and you see the effects etched all over the face of the champion. Ice Williams looking for the pin and the win. Only comes up with two. Of course, we'll see Ray Rosas later on in our main event. They made a statement last week. As you mentioned, Rosas faces Jordan Clearwater in a PP3 semifinal match. If he goes into the finals, imagine the power play that'll be.
Imagine this, Kenley, is that Adrian Quest or Andy Brown or Ray Rosas, if they have a match, neither of them come alone. That means it's 3-on-1 at best. At best, Kenley. That does not bode well for their opponents.
I think Ice Williams was looking for a suplex or a throw there, but really wrenching in the side headlock was the champion. Dan Joseph now gets taken for a ride. Belly to back suplex, nicely executed by the challenger. Little slow to cover, now looking to capitalize. Down at 2.
And you can tell it's a pivotal mistake by a newcomer, Ice Williams, not going for the cover right away. Needs to be a little quicker with those covers. He's fast in every single else thing he does. He needs to make sure that he capitalizes just as fast as he throws lariats and arm drags and everything else he does. He needs to cover right away.
Mentioned that previous title defense for Dan Joseph against Levi Shapiro. Shapiro will be in action this week as well, coming up.
Levi Shapiro got that nasty claw, just absolutely disgusting. But what he did with Buddy Royal was it was sickening almost.
Yeah, Buddy Royal got a measure of revenge though. Dan Joseph digging down deep. You gotta love the gutsy nature of the champion, that never say die attitude to continue to fight on. Oh no, not again. If this happens again, it could be curtains for the champ. I don't think he can eat another fall to the outside. Able to right the ship this time. Flying clothesline by the champion.
Very smart by Dan Joseph was batting away that drop kick by Ice Williams, because surely that would have been another spill to the floor, guaranteed. But Dan Joseph now in control.
Into the cover now after the clothesline. Fundamentals gets him close there. And of course, little revenge there. You saw the big flying clothesline earlier by the challenger, Ice Williams. Nice clothesline by Dan Joseph. Looks like the champ's measuring him here.
Oh, this could be a long way down, Kelly, but Ice Williams has a nice little counter. And that was a long way down for Dan Joseph. Ice Williams might be able to have this victory sealed.
As Stu Stone would say, sending shivers down his spine. We see a little bit of the frozen rope into the elbow drop. Are we going to crown a brand new television champion? The hand coming down. That was close.
Sub-Zero is the heart of Ice Williams. This man has it all. Amazing potential to put away the champion. This might be 0 for 2 for Dan Joseph's title defenses.
Mentioned earlier, Ice Williams trying to put that title reign of Dan Joseph in the deep freeze. He's looking for the icebreaker. He's got a measure for that super kick. Nullified there by the champion. Nicely done. And back to the striking. Not flashy, but effective for the champ. Look out here. Round and round they go. There it is. Oh, he caught him. He caught him with the icebreaker.
New champion.
History to be made. No, sir. Not yet.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable is what we just witnessed, Kenley. And listen to the crowd. They are obviously very happy I'm here.
What? What are you talking about,
This
Jessic?
is awesome. That was my name in high school. It was This Is Awesome. They chant me in the halls.
And again, we got to remind you, this is how we're kicking things off this week. What a championship clash this has been.
This is just the beginning, absolutely indeed. That is why this has been around for 10 years, Kenley. 10 long years has this company been around doing things like this. This is just the beginning, but this might be the end for Ice Williams.
Looking for it. Does he have enough left? Oh, rolls up though. He might get the roll up.
Here is your winner, and still United Television Champion, Dan Joseph.
Nerd901 is teaming up with Championship Wrestling to benefit Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Mid-South.
That's right. They'll be playing board games live on Twitch, and they'll be accepting donations to send mentors and mentees to the Championship Wrestling Birthday Bash at AutoZone Park. They're going to see us in action.
Watch us beat Dustin in board games first. No matter where you are in the world, you can join us Friday, March 20th at 8 p.m.
It's easy to remember, twitch.tv/nerd901.
See you on the live stream.
Memphis and surrounding areas. It's back again, the 3rd annual Evolution Pop Culture and Community Summit, featuring action and film star Michael Ja White. It's the Evolution Pop Culture and Community Summit, featuring some of the greatest comic book artists in the city of Memphis, also starring Dustin and Maria Starr from the WWE and CW and Local 24. Come out, get your tickets right now at eventbrite.com.
Welcome back to the studio. We've submitted a formal request. Dustin issued the challenge, and now it's time to hear from minority owner and matchmaker Nico Marquez.
I have no doubt that Nico makes the right decision here.
Well, let's find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Marquez, United Wrestling Network. I'm sure you all have heard everything on the internet there is to say about Ray Rosas putting his hands on Maria Starr. Well, Dustin is a good friend of mine, and I'm not going to let that slide. So you know what? I'm here to make it official. Ladies and gentlemen, April 25th, the birthday bash, Dustin Starr versus Ray Rosas. It will be settled in Memphis, and ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to miss it.
It's official, Dustin Starr versus Ray Rosas on April 25th, and you better believe I'll be at ringside.
Oh yeah, Ray Rosas, I'll see you on April 25th.
Dave & Buster's is the coolest place to eat, drink, play, and watch WWE Elimination Chamber. Join us. It's free to watch. Plus, you can win big prizes. Dave & Buster's Wolf Chase.
Welcome back to the studio. I think you said this guy is your mom's favorite wrestler.
Who, Precious?
Just roll the footage.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, championship wrestling. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Ooh, I like your new suit.
Thank you. I picked it up at Gents Formal Wear in Arlington. They have a huge selection of the finest suits.
Prom season is right around the corner, too.
That's right. Check them out at gentsformal.com.
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Redwood City, California, weighing in at 185 pounds, Jack Banning.
Welcome back to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. We take a look at Jack Banning. Certainly won't shy away from a fight. We've seen him in there with the likes of the Heritage Champion Watts in the past. Tough opposition coming his way this week as well.
Very scary. Hope you're ready for the worst headache of your life, Jack Banning. It's coming.
Levi, there's so much talking, there's so much mouth running of people who think that they can run with the charging bull, with the golden horns, especially Ben Davis in that ring. Levi, get in there and make this quick. It's feeding time.
You heard Howdy Price there saying it's feeding time. Handle this business in short order.
Stanley, I think you might, you know what? Every single time he comes out, he has some sort of a mic issue. I think you're unplugging it from here.
Gremlins in the back, whoever it is, I applaud their efforts. The ear-piercing tones of Howdy Price. And Levi Shapiro in the opening seconds tried to charge in, and throwing a kick out there was Banning. North-south position here by Levi Shapiro, and you mentioned it, that vicious claw hold that he has perfected, put it even on his own former partner, Buddy Royal. Just would not relinquish it. But Buddy Royal with a bit of revenge, recently locking in that Royal Seal submission in his own right.
Yeah, well, it's easy to do something to somebody who's unprepared, and that's exactly what Buddy Royal did. He took advantage of somebody who was not quite prepared for something, but I guarantee you Levi Shapiro won't make that mistake again. And you saw what Levi Shapiro did. He came in right away and grabbed the head of Jack Banning, already wearing down that noggin of his, who's stupid enough to get in the ring with someone like Shapiro in the first place.
And Shapiro is now an analyst as well for us up in the Bay Area in San Francisco on KGO and ABC, and he's been mouthing off. He's in the studio. He's got ample opportunities on a microphone to mouth off, and I'm happy that we finally heard now from Buddy Royal issuing the challenge. We'll see if Shapiro will accept.
Oh, you guarantee Shapiro will accept. I promise you that. Shapiro is 100% man. He will back up every single thing he says. However long it takes him to trash talk Buddy Royal in the studio, Shapiro is going to take that opportunity because he knows damn well when it comes time to walk the walk, he's going to back up the talk.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if Shapiro decides to put maybe Howdy Price's money where his mouth is. And now attacking the eyes of Jack Banning. Just a vicious attack here by Shapiro.
Shapiro's very ruthless, very vigorous in his opportunities. He takes every single opportunity he could possibly have in front of him, and he exploits it for all it's worth, and that's exactly what's going on here.
Floats over after the suplex, goes for the win. Textbook execution there by Levi Shapiro.
And again now, someone like Shapiro who has a move like that claw is just having one move on the head and the neck after another. You see that? He is wearing down the head, the cranium. And look at that. He even got like a little modified claw on Banning right now.
Could be softening up Banning here to lock in that claw in its ultimate form later on. A neck vice right now by Shapiro. And Banning, tough competitor, fights his way out, but eats the knee. It's got there, kitchen sink, dropping the elbow. And tell you, Shapiro, he's tough. When he's got the advantage, he does not make many mistakes. Elbow off the second rope there, into the cover, looking to put away Banning. Not yet.
Shapiro, like a man like Shapiro, not only does he go after you, but he continues to go after you. He doesn't give a lot of time. Even though he's smart and methodical, he's cunning and he plans his moves. You wouldn't even know that by the way he wrestles, because it's one move after another, never gives his opponent some time to catch his breath or capitalize on a mistake.
Forearm strikes there by Banning. Backs up Shapiro. Shapiro caught him. Oh my gosh, sticks him there. That was part pile driver, part power bomb. All devastating, and almost put him away with it. Yikes.
And he may not be able to get that victory. That might not be able to seal the deal, but you know what that did? That crippled his head even more. That's what Shapiro is going after. He's going down to wear him down slowly and methodically. So when it comes time to finally put that claw in, he is at the mercy of Shapiro.
More punishment to the head and neck region there with that neck snap by Levi Shapiro.
Did you hear that by Banning? He's like, tag me, buddy. What does that even mean?
Well, we heard.
Banning was like, tag me, buddy.
We heard Buddy Royal's comments in that backstage challenge saying that, in essence, he was making light and saying that that's what Shapiro was in tag team action as Shapiro goes for the cover. That Shapiro would get in trouble, that all he could do is reach out and ask for the tag, that he'd be helpless. You know, we heard those words of Buddy Royal, and obviously, certainly got under the skin of Levi Shapiro, and it might have gotten the desired effect, because it might goad Shapiro into that challenge, into that match that Buddy Royal wants.
My opinion, you're waking a sleeping giant is what you're doing. Shapiro, as mean as he is already, you don't want to make him angry. If you go over there and you mock someone like that, all they're going to do is take their rage and frustration out in front of every single person in their way, on their way to you.
Looking for the senton there. I was going to question the focus of Shapiro as Jack Banning started to string together the strikes. Nice counter by Banning. Throwing these forearms. Been hitting pay dirt with that. There we see the Bulldog.
Bulldog, and you know what's coming up next. Here it comes, Kennelly. The most deadly move in professional wrestling today. It's the claw, baby!
Had him measured after the Bulldog. Banning didn't know which way was up and now finds himself seized in this iron claw. That's going to do it. That's going to do it.
Here is your winner, Levi Shapiro.
Let go of that hold. This is what he did to Buddy Royal. The match is over. Let go of the hold.
Unbelievable.
Severe weather can mean storm damage to the roof of your home. If you have a leak and need a repair, need a brand new roof, or just need a simple cleaning, let Pro Shingle help today. Go to proshingle.com or call 901-258-6503.
You is the closest to downtown living without paying downtown prices. It's Midtown's finest retro living.
And they have availability right now. Ask about their award-winning renovations.
Book your tour today, 901-276-3100.
Hey Championship Wrestling fans, come watch me in action on Saturday, April 25th at AutoZone Park. Come hang with me at the VIP meet and greet, and then watch me kick some butt. Special shout out to my buddies at Easy Flea Tattoos. He's the man. Buy your tickets now at ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com.
Dave & Buster's is the coolest place to eat, drink, play, and watch WWE Elimination Chamber. Join us. It's free to watch. Plus, you can win big prizes. Dave & Buster's Wolf Chase.
Our birthday bash is coming up and you're invited.
It's the Championship Wrestling Birthday Bash presented by Pro Shingle, live at AutoZone Park on Saturday, April 25th.
Oh yeah, tickets available at ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com. New Wing Order is your main event for award-winning wings featuring more than 20 flavors ranging from mild to scorching hot.
New Wing Order has options for all taste, and the catering doesn't stop at wings. New Wing Order offers a wide range of delicious appetizers, premium sides, and delectable desserts.
Ooh, with delivery or pickup options, book them to cater your event at newwingorder.com, or you can find where the food truck is on social at New Wing Order.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Johnny Yuma and Kevin Martinson, Vermin.
Getting set for tag team action. It had been quite some time since we had seen Kevin Martinson on this program. Rewind all the way back to the PP3 qualifiers, where he was defeated by Ryan Kidd, then injured Ryan Kidd until we saw him launch back into action in an attack on the Wolf Zaddies.
Attack on the Wolf Zaddies. He gave him fair warning. He said, we do not come alone. And there they are, boys and girls. My boys, Vermin.
And introducing their opponents at a combined weight of 486 pounds, the team of the Neon Phenomenon, Anthony Idol and Frankie Frank.
These two, the Neon Phenomenon and the man who's hitting the lounge in every town, have forged a pretty interesting team that has scored some victories. These two actually qualified for the PP3 together in tag team action, and that certainly bodes well for Anthony Idol, who finds himself in the finals, and that coming up, of course, at the big PP3 blockbuster.
Anthony Idol's already sealed his deal. He got one more opponent to face, and that is all over. Maybe Anthony Idol will go on. We all know that's not going to be the case, but he might. And Frankie Frank, let me tell you something. This young man has impressed me as of late. Had that incredible battle with Ray Rosas. Unbelievable talent this young up-and-comer is. But let's not forget who their opponents are. That's Vermin. They don't take no guff from nobody. I guarantee you that. Very, very short match in the work as Vermin will stand tall.
Well, your comment there won't take guff. I'll have to agree with you there. Not too many teams are taking a number to raise the ire of the Wolf Zaddies, and that's exactly what Vermin has, figuratively done. And I think that really stemming from the fact that Yuma, I think, taking offense to the fact that Bad Dude Tito is not honoring his Vermin roots.
Well, come on now. I mean, how many opportunities has Yuma gone in there and tried to give Tito the rub and say, hey, remember me? And then Tito just snubs him off. Wouldn't you be offended too? Like if Dan Joseph came back here and is just like, and you were like, hey, Dan, I love you so much. I miss you. Like you do every week. And Dan Joseph just walked past, you'd be angry at him. You know that.
Well, that was pretty
it was good.
Uncanny, Kennelly, yeah. Strength on display here by Anthony Idol. And we mentioned we're going to find out who will face Anthony Idol later on in this program as Ray Rosas battles Jordan Clearwater on the other side of the bracket in the semifinals.
Oh, boy, Mr. Yuma, that was not a smart idea on your part, I'll be honest with you.
Johnny Yuma trying to sneak up from behind. That little rat should scamper right back out of the ring. Double team offense now. Well, that's one way to get him out.
Tag to Frankie Frank. I don't know if that's a very smart move. Frankie Frank might screw this whole thing up.
Frankie Frank was enjoying the biggest win streak of his career recently, and you mentioned that incredible matchup with Ray Rosas in the quarterfinals. Swing and a miss there by Frankie Frank. Oh, I love that. The wrist control. The why you hitting yourself.
Wow. That's got to be illegal, Kennelly. It's got to be illegal.
Big brothers all across the world are going to be stealing that one. Abdominal stretch now here by Frankie Frank.
And look what's going on the outside. Mr. Yuma angering the sleeping giant. Not a very, very smart move.
Not at all. Scurrying back in now.
All four men. Get that man out of there, ref. He's not the legal man. He's not the legal man.
Trying to take advantage was Yuma. And Frankie Frank was wise to it. I'll tell you, Frankie Frank, impressive as of late. Dividing and conquering against one of the most dominant teams in the 10-year history of this program. Well, until then, some of that signature double teaming. Into the cover now goes Kevin Martinson. Again, we celebrate an entire decade of action here at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, and a good chunk of that time was dominated by the faction known as Vermin.
Well, Vermin is a very, very dominant force, no question about it. And you saw that by Frankie Frank trying to take control over both men at the same time. Very foolish. He should have just cut his losses, maybe laid down and let Vermin do whatever they wanted to him, because it's going to only delay the inevitable, as Johnny Yuma now taking advantage of Frankie Frank to give him some of his assets there, Kennelly.
Oh, yep. Stealing a page out of my playbook there, Jessic. Tag is made. Kevin Martinson about to check back in, and it was the double teaming. Uh-oh, look out here. Not where you want to go. The seated splash.
The Nasty Boys had something called the pit stop. Maybe you could call that the crack shack.
There you go.
Frankie Frank is trying to scurry home. I don't blame him. If I had someone like Mr. Martinson going after me, I'd go ahead and try to run away too. You notice every time they tag, they got that V thing going. That's pretty cool.
You're easily impressed, apparently.
I like these guys.
More double teaming by Vermin. They've been in control, and really a more established team, obviously. Former tag team champions are Vermin. Uh-oh! Little friendly fire there. You can see the shock and dismay on the face of Martinson, who eats a big shot there by Frankie Frank. And he's got a finalist in the PP3 tournament with an outstretched hand. And the Neon Phenomenon can cause a variety of damage.
Oh, he was licking his chops from the outside, and now it's time to feed Anthony Idol in there with the ferocity like nobody's business, with the punches in the left and the right to Johnny Yuma and Mr. Martinson. Oh, my goodness.
In the public, if you will. Oh, can't hit that bionic elbow, at least not yet. Into the power slam, Cullen the audible is the big man. Here's the cover, looking to put him away. Only a count of two.
Now Yuma, again, now we're talking about tenacity and ferocity, and Yuma has all that too. Despite his size, that man has the heart of gold, and he will go up and he will fight to the death, Kennelly.
I don't know if I would have tagged Frankie Frank back in. He had eaten some punishment, and now Idol hits the post on the outside. You can see it on the back of your screen there. and a wide open strike by Yuma.
Obviously, Idol was trying to run away and not try. Oh no, we got company, Kennelly. There they are.
The Wolf Zaddies are in the house with the distraction. Latino meat, bad dude Tito. The turnabout's fair play. Oh, that was the lights out in the ring. In the ring, the lights out. That palm strike. Frank did it. Unbelievable.
Here are your winners, Anthony Idol and Frankie Frank.
What a win. What a win. Frankie Frank hit him with the lights out. Scores the pin for his team. And the PP3 semifinals coming up next in our main event. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome to the Championship Wrestling Control Center, presented by the Championship Wrestling Birthday Bash, live at AutoZone Park on Saturday, April 25th.
It's now official. The first confirmed match for our Birthday Bash will be Dustin Starr alongside my lovely Maria versus Ray Rosas on April 25th in Memphis, Tennessee. Get over it? Fans, let me take you back for just a moment to the red carpet rumble. Roll that footage.
Here, who do we got?
Oh, what?
Dustin Starr.
Oh my goodness. Along flanked with Maria Starr, the two hosts of Championship Wrestling on CW30.
It's accumulated the most eliminations that we've seen in this.
Look at Dustin Starr go with the Ray Rosas big drop kick. Beautifully done. Oh yeah, indeed. Great execution. Oh, is he going to eliminate Rosas? Wow, how about this? Oh, Rosas holding on. Oh, no. What's he doing? No, my goodness. No, he put his hands on Maria Starr. That's ridiculous. Disgusting.
Ray's going through something right now, but it's working for him, whatever it is.
That's not going to sit well with Dustin 5 Starr, who was putting on a phenomenal performance.
I'm not so sure you know how we roll in Memphis, Ray Rosas. We don't bluff. And on April 25th, you're going to find that out the hard way.
That's right. If you are just tuning in, I've got good news.
Yeah?
Dan Joseph is still your United Television
All
champion.
Right.
Ice Williams was so close to becoming one of the youngest champions in history, though.
That's right, yeah. He cracked Dan Joseph with his icebreaker super kick, but the tenacity of the People's Champion carried him through to another successful title defense.
We are only 1 week away from part 1 of our PP3 Finals blockbuster, and aside from the finals itself, it looks like we have our first match confirmed.
Buddy Royal laid out the challenge to his friend turned foe, Levi Shapiro, and after a decisive win over Jack Banning, Levi accepted and he even upped the stakes.
At the PP3 Finals, Buddy Royal will take on Levi Shapiro for the #1 contendership to the United TV title.
Doesn't get any bigger than that. After the break, Anthony Idol's opponent in the finals will be determined.
Up next, it's our Dave & Buster's Match of the Week. Ray Rosas takes on his jilted former student Jordan Clearwater in the PP3 semifinals. Stay tuned.
I can't wait.
Showered by bills? It's raining cash at 745 Cash. Title loans, payday loans.
I got $400. I got $2,500. And they even gave me $2 bills.
I'm not a customer, but I referred my brother and got $100 referral cash. Why go anywhere else?
We'll buy your loan from any competitor. Just go to 745cash.com and get started now.
Go for the gold with a golden title loan. 745 Cash.
A party? A party? Of course Heather Monroe and Halston Body will be there, darling, with bells on. April 25th in Memphis, Tennessee at the Birthday Bash. Ooh, light the lights, pop the champagne, and get the party favors ready. See you there.
Shout out to my old buddy Brian Trammell and his wrestling podcast over at www.stspod.club.
Hey, BT.
Hey guys, keep an eye out. We're going to be back on the podcast very soon, and check him out at stspod.club.
Howdy, I'm Bob. And this here's Billy. And we're the Texas Barbecue Boys. Billy, are you ready?
Ooh, wee! We coming back to Memphis. Back to Memphis, but guess who's coming next?
Who? I don't know.
The boss is coming!
The boss!
The boss is coming! The boss is coming April 25th. It don't get no better.
AutoZone
This is your Hollywood Heritage Champion Watts, here to tell you that I'll be in Memphis to defend my title on April 25th at the Birthday Bash. Don't miss it. See you at the Bash.
It's time for the Dave & Buster's Match of the Week. Watch Elimination Chamber at Dave & Buster's. It's free. Arrive early for the best seating, plus you could win prizes. Let's head back to ringside.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a semifinal match in the PP3 Cup tournament. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Adrian Quest and Andy Brown from Antelope Valley, weighing in at 191 pounds, Ray Rosas.
This trio already has quite a bit of power and influence as a reigning United Tag Team Champions in Adrian Quest, Andy Brown, and Ray Rosas looking to punch his ticket to the finals of PP3 in the big tournament, and one step away, perhaps, for a shot at Percy's privilege.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? It's all coming down to these last few matches. Ray Rosas has always been my #1 pick all along, and there with his two buddies by his side, he's going to seal his fate tonight, as I said it before, and flush that golden nugget.
And introducing his opponent, weighing in at 215 pounds, he is the Golden Boy, Jordan Clearwater.
Golden opportunity for the Golden Boy. Had that second shot to qualify. Defeated Ryan Kidd in the quarterfinals, finds himself here in the semis. Interesting the way the brackets lined up. There's a whole lot of history between these two semifinalists, talking about Ray Rosas and the Golden Boy.
Poetic justice at its best, Kennelly. Here it is. The opportunity has come for a lot of chances here, but Jordan Clearwater needs to really focus his sights on Ray Rosas and what lies beyond, instead of Ray Rosas and the feud that he has. There is no love lost between these two, but this cannot be personal. If he wants one snowball shot in hell, he's going to make sure that he makes this all about business. And you know what, Kennelly? He doesn't have it in his heart.
At one time, the Golden Boy was under the learning tree of Ray Rosas. Rosas, a decorated champion, here tag team champion in the past, a television champion as well. You know, Clearwater was kind of enjoying the tutelage of Ray Rosas.
Yep.
Until Rosas at a time had a bit of a losing streak, a skid. Clearwater starts to get some momentum. It was just too much for Rosas to handle. He snapped. And that flash forward to today, where both have a huge opportunity to advance to the finals of the PP3.
I love how you leave out vital pieces of information. For all of you listening at home, let me explain the way it really happened, okay? Is that Jordan Clearwater was trying to tell Ray Rosas what to do with his career, and Ray Rosas doesn't want to take that from anybody, and he paid the ultimate price for it. That's what happened, Kennelly.
When Rosas was down on his luck, Clearwater continued to believe in his mentor.
To barrage and say, oh, these fans need you. I need you. Unbelievable. Think about this. Jordan Clearwater's not even a man at all. In fact, the only reason he's in the tournament to begin with for a second chance is because somebody else got injured. That's somebody you want to set the golden standard? Absolutely not. Golden Clearwater makes me sick, Kennelly.
Well, it's that fighter mentality. You always have to be ready. You never know when that opportunity is going to come. High elevation backdrop, and the Golden Boy doesn't want to squander this second opportunity, and he made good, as I mentioned, in the quarterfinals, defeated Ryan Kidd. Ryan Kidd had defeated Kevin Martinson in a qualifying match, so he got past a quality opponent to earn this opportunity in the semifinals. Wow, all kinds of momentum there into that top turnbuckle.
You call it earning an opportunity. I call it being at the right place at the right time. That's all it was. In fact, if you really want to go by the rule book, Ray Rosas should have just gotten a bye in this match. He should already be in the finals against Anthony Idol. I know he's going to do it anyway, but figure this, he shouldn't have to put his body through this torment that Jordan Clearwater is going to put him through to get there.
Nice suplex there by Jordan Clearwater, the Golden Boy. It's his former mentor. Now, here's what you got to contend with. When you're in there with one of these three, you got to have your head on a swivel. One half of the tag team champions getting involved. Misdirection play, but Clearwater able to ward it off, at least at this point in the matchup.
Well, like I said from the very beginning, when you're in there with Ray Rosas, you're in there with Quest and Brown. If you're in there with Brown, you're in there with Quest and Rosas. You're in there with Quest, you're in there with Rosas and Brown. These men do not come alone. Every single thing in there is a factor, and you have to make sure you account for every single factor. It's 3-on-1, make no mistake about it, and the stacks are oddly against Clearwater.
Crowd wants another chop. Will Clearwater deliver quiet, please? Hold on. Oh, nobody home for that one. Swing and a miss likewise. Well, there it is. Took a while to get there, but hits it nonetheless. At the expense of Ray Rosas. Again, an opportunity to move on to the finals, to face the Neon Phenomenon, who's got all kinds of momentum. We just saw in our last matchup, Anthony Idol victorious along with Frankie Frank over none other than Vermin, one of the top teams in the history of this program, but a little assist by the Wolf Zaddies.
There we go. Now, I was waiting for that little part. We talk about a little assist. I love how you just outright lie or just downplay every single thing that's ever happened in our program thus far. Let's be honest, is that Vermin would not have lost if it wasn't for the Wolf Zaddies. Clearwater wouldn't be in there if it wasn't for an injury. Anthony Idol wouldn't even be where he was if it wasn't for mind games. This whole thing is a sham. In fact, they should have just taken the cup to begin with and gave it to Ray Rosas or Andy Brown.
Well, as Eli Drake would have said in the past, that's just a fact of life. You got to deal the cards you're given. Dividing, conquering right now is the Golden Boy. Taking out the opposition in a big way, but if I'm Clearwater, I don't know if I go on the outside here. I don't think I go swimming with sharks.
Very, very stupid is Clearwater, making a very, very pivotal mistake. Don't turn your back on these two. I guarantee you it's going to spell doom for you. And there it is. That's what I'm talking about.
No.
You dummy.
Elevator going down for Clearwater. The official was attending to Ray Rosas. Illegal double team here. Taking out Clearwater. This PP3 semifinal continues next.
Severe weather can mean storm damage to the roof of your home. If you have a leak and need a repair, need a brand new roof, or just need a simple cleaning, let Pro Shingle help today. Go to proshingle.com or call 901-258-6503.
Nerd901 is teaming up with Championship Wrestling to benefit Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Mid-South.
That's right. They'll be playing board games live on Twitch, and they'll be accepting donations to send mentors and mentees to the Championship Wrestling Birthday Bash at AutoZone Park. They're going to see us in action.
Watch us beat Dustin in board games first. No matter where you are in the world, you can join us Friday, March 20th at 8 p.m.
It's easy to remember, twitch.tv/Nerd901.
See you on the live stream.
The all-new Championship Wrestling podcast is presented by Be-Free CBD. Hosted by Dustin Starr. We'll recap all the action, look ahead to what's coming up next, plus insights on the hottest feuds. BeFreeCBD.com joins forces with Championship Wrestling to help you be and feel your best. Have weeds? Need a cut? DC Professional Lawn Service can help. No job too big, no job too small. Call 870-225-6386.
This portion of Championship Wrestling is presented by our friends at Platinum Jewelers.
You know how much I love Platinum Jewelers, and you also should know that a diamond is a girl's best friend. Platinum Jewelers carries the most beautiful bracelets and necklaces and rings like I'm wearing right now, and they also carry new and pre-owned high-end watches.
Speaking of which, take a look at this Rolex I'm wearing right now, and my guys out there looking to get engaged, look no further than Platinum Jewelers. They can work within your budget.
Visit them today at one of their convenient locations in Memphis.
By Quest and Brown.
Well, you wanted it so badly. You wanted it so badly, you got it. You wanted it back in the cup, you got it. You wanted to taunt your mentor and disrespect him in front of everybody, you got it. And this is exactly where it gets you. Look at that. That's exactly where it gets you. because people who truly care about Ray Rosas, like you should have done, actually will back them up. And that's exactly what's happened, Clearwater.
More shots there to Clearwater on the outside. And you can see, not able to catch a breath is Clearwater at this point. His body turning a crimson red. He's being attacked by all angles. Now by his one true opponent, Ray Rosas. Rosas closing in on victory.
Closing in on victory. The second, every single second, he gets closer and closer. What are they saying? No more homies. Well, they're not friends with him anymore. I'm sure that really hurts his feelings.
Yeah, well, these three certainly have friends in low places, that's for certain.
You know what, Kennelly? You know, you keep on talking about these two on the outside interfering. And friends, that's what they do for each other. They help each other out in tough situations. I'd like to think if I was in there, that you'd do every single thing you could to help me out.
Don't count on it.
Okay. Well, because you're a coward doesn't mean they are, Kennelly. Some of us still have tenacity.
Fact of the matter is, the illegal advantage allowed Rosas to enjoy the upper hand. Oh, look at, he is on rubber legs right now after eating that big elbow. Golden Boy, now look at this, now raking the eyes right in front of the official. Blatant rule breaking.
I'm not raking the eyes. He was trying to push him back, and Clearwater was stupid enough to walk forward into his hands. It was obvious. And Clearwater almost, he wants to get in trouble. It's like he's going to a bad neighborhood and taunting the locals. You don't do that. Why does he keep on going to the outside like that?
He doesn't know where he is right now. He just had his eyes raked, quite frankly. But now taking advantage, capitalizing as Rosas. Going to try and wear down the big youngster with the sleeper. And I don't know after that eye rake if Clearwater even knows where he is in terms of trying to get to the ropes to break the hold. In big trouble right now. Crowd certainly behind Clearwater, using his power. Oh, double headbutt. They both go down in a heap.
Oh boy, that now sets everything back to zero. Nobody has an advantage at this point, Kennelly. And the next few seconds are going to be very, very pivotal. Whoever gets that first move will be able to dominate the rest of this match.
What a head-to-head collision that was. You can see Excedrin headache number 99 there for Rosas and Clearwater in deep trouble, and could be a turning point in this matchup. We'll see who can clear the cobwebs quicker. Might have the big advantage. Right now it looks like it's going to be Clearwater scoring with the strikes, catching his second win. The youngster fired up. Atomic drop. Golden Boy, full head of steam into that reverse neck breaker.
Kick out.
Here we go, on his way to the finals of the PP3. No! So close.
You almost had it and you blew it once again. Very, very smart. Took way too long hooking that leg. That's exactly what happened, Kennelly, is that Clearwater is listening too much to these fans and not to his brain. He should have been able to pin that man. He was stupid and he didn't make it on time.
Whatever you say, but Rosas, the headbutt, and now that reverse neck breaker. Ray Rosas in big time jeopardy right now. He's rocking, he's reeling. He's in trouble. Look at this, thinking suplex again. Went to the well one too many times, perhaps. Nice counter there by Clearwater, rolling in, closing the gap. Wow, what a beautiful takedown there by Ray Rosas, double leg.
Clearwater tried to escape, but absolutely no dice. Go ahead and shove him off all you want. Here he comes back in like ants on poop. Here comes Ray Rosas coming in to finish the job, to seal his deal for the PP3.
Almost a variation of Andy Brown's off with his head there. Is this gonna do it? No, sir. The youngster finds a way to dig down deep yet again.
You go ahead and kick out every single time you want, young man. Let me tell you, it's not going to do anything for your career. Ray Rosas is now thinking of his next move, the finishing move probably, the absolute little last pivotal point that he needs to make and seal his fate at this PP3 tournament, Kennelly.
Back and forth seesaw matchup. Really defying the odds has been Clearwater, because it's really been more of a handicap match with those two on the outside. The tag team champions, no less. Vicious kick to the back of the head. Rope assisted enziguri. And again, after that off with his head earlier, now that, the headbutt earlier. Both guys got to be absolutely loopy at this point.
Head injuries are absolutely no joke, Kennelly. You can only survive so many shots with that. And Ray Rosas knows this. He's coming in to say it's night time for the Golden Nugget.
I don't know, though. I don't know if he's got the presence of mind. You know, his signature elbow drop in the past. Now a spinning toe hold. Took way too much time, Jessic. just to play with the crowd here, the mental mind games, it's going to cost Rosas in a big way. Look at the momentum, the running power slam. He's got it measured. You know what's coming next.
Don't even say it, Kennelly. Don't even say it.
Oh, everything he touches going to turn to gold. He might be touching the PP3 Cup in short order. Midas touch connects. He scores. Here's the cover. Oh, come on.
Oh.
Give me a break.
Yes.
It was over.
Oh, boy, Ray Rosas rolled out of that ring with a quickness right there.
It's got to be a big judgment call by the rolled out of the ring. Are you kidding me?
Oh, no, what's going on here?
Going boy, taking flight. Going bowling. Hits the strike in more ways than one.
All three men are the subject of the Golden Nuggets fury right now. But that's fine. See how long you could take that. The referee should have disqualified him for that, for one. But when you go up there and you make that high, stupid mistake, you got to be weighing out your minds.
Back inside, looking for the Midas touch again. Oh, a low blow.
Low blow, anything. The referee wasn't even in the ring
the
to see
referee
it.
is out there with Quest and Brown. That
There he
champion,
is.
they're in the first place.
Yes!
Here is your winner, advancing to the finals of the PP3 Cup tournament, Ray Rosas.
Rosas.
Yes!
Oh,
Yes!
Sit down, Jacek.
I told you! One more match! All we need is one more match!
Be a professional. I'm begging you. Ray Rosas on his way to the finals. Strength in numbers. The numbers game costing Jordan Clearwater. A great battle by the youngster came so close, but Rosas gets the win, and he will face the Neon Phenomenon for Percy's Privilege coming up at the PP3 Blockbuster. We'll see you next time. Oh, come on.
Welcome back, and thanks for joining us for another week of the best hour of pro wrestling, well, anywhere.
The finals are set in 2 weeks. On part 2 of the PP3 Finals Blockbuster, Ray Rosas, my opponent at the Birthday Bash, will be the one to take on Anthony Idol for the PP3 Cup, but he certainly didn't earn it fair and square.
Ray had the advantage from the jump. Not only did he have the tag team champions wreaking havoc at ringside throughout, he also used Jordan's pent-up aggression against him to take control early on.
Yeah, Jordan never gave up and had it in the bag after the nasty Midas touch to the jaw of Ray Rosas, but Quest and Brown yanked Ray out of the ring before the ref hit 3, and despite taking out the entire group with a big dive to the floor, that moment, it turned the tide.
A low blow victory for possibly our least favorite person on the program is how we leave you this week, but don't let that get you down. The PP3 Finals Blockbuster starts next week.
Join us for the culmination of the rivalries and the tournament itself. You won't want to miss a second of it. Tomorrow night, watch WWE Elimination Chamber free with us.
We'll see you next time.